So on the very outside of the shin, if I lift my outer arch, you'll see those muscles fire up right there. See all that, right? Now, these peroneal muscles can ache along the outer shin, can ache at the ankle, can ache down into the outer arch of the foot. It will not feel good when you roll toward the outer edges of the foot because it pulls those muscles long. So I want you to come up to the upper, very outside of your shin and find a bony nub. This is a bony top of muscle, a bone called the fibula. Right here is a bony nub right at the top. And you can see the tissues right off of that. So we're going to take that ball, go right there. So pain at the top, at the outer ankle, this is how to fix it. And weakness in the ankle. So I'm just kind of rocking forward and back, finding a tender spot. I might go down a little bit. It's usually right under that kind of bony nub. The tender spot. Ah, there it is. There's mine right there. Wah. And then you could lift the outer arch of the foot. Coming back here so you can see that better. Lift the outer arch of the foot and then roll toward the outer edge of the foot. So usually right there at the top, or right below that bony nub, is a very tender spot. And now I can feel it. Just pause every once in a while, right? Now I can feel it down in my outer ankle. And so we're just going to take a couple breaths here. Great. And then if you have pain at the top of your foot, we were just working on those extensor muscles. Here's another way that you can do it. Move your heel away from the wall, come a little more at an oblique angle so that the toes are at the wall, the heel is away. Now you're at a more oblique angle and you can explore this area now. Extensor muscles that give pain right at the top of the foot. Let's see if we have anything in Peroneus brevis. We're going to come a few inches above that outer ankle. We're going to put that ball right up against the wall. And then see if there's a little tender spot right in there. Ah, there's mine right there. And then I just find like I shift my hips a little side to side, and that kind of compresses in and away, in and away. There will be time for a Q&A at the end of class, just so you know. All right. Now, come away from the wall, lift the outer arch, roll. So you're just kind of rolling across the balls of the toes. And then stand on that leg a minute. See if that ankle, if that was a weak ankle for you, does it feel a little more solid now? Lift up, heel lift, other side, okay? Find on the very outside of the shin, that bony nub right there, little bony prominence. Go just below it with the ball. Put the ball against the wall, foot against the wall, ball against the wall. And then see right below that bony nub, almost pushing into the bony nub, just below it. There it is. And you can lift the outer arch, lift the inner arch, lift the outer arch, lift the inner arch. You could just press in. You could wave your hips side to side like you're wagging your tail. And that's going to kind of compress, release, compress, release, compress, release, compress, release, and kind of pump it a little bit. Or you could just sink and take some deep breaths. Great, and then we're gonna move the ball down. Remember, if you have pain at the top of the foot, you could bring your heel away from the wall, toes in toward the wall, get a little bit more of an oblique angle, and explore that upper shin. Extensor digitorum longus often holds a point there, and that can create that pain at the top of the foot, like those tendons are being pulled. Back down to the most outside area of the shin, few inches above the ankle, sink in. Really important if you've ever rolled your ankle or twisted your ankle or you're having ankle weakness or outer ankle pain. And then I just do my little wiggle side to side. And you know, if you don't have a tender spot here, and you kind of try a couple different spots and you don't have a tender spot, that's fine. It still is helpful to kind of pump along this area to keep one from forming. Okay, I'm just going to go in all around that area. You could lean in, lean your butt to the wall. Take a deep breath. Right, we're going to start to move away from the wall, move off the ball, step away from that wall, do a little roll to the outer edge, roll to the inner edge, rolling across the balls of the toes, lifting the inner arch, lifting the outer arch, lifting the inner arch, lifting the outer arch. Then some heel raises. Notice if that feels different from the first time we did it at the beginning of class. And bring your weight onto that left foot. Notice, does it feel steadier? Does it feel stronger? Does the ankle feel stronger? Great. Okay.